Today we are going to complete the Intext story of Androclese and the lion. So friends, just see the name of the story, Androclese and the lion. I have put two boxes. First box is for Androclese and the second box for the lion, because Androclese and the lion are the two important characters from our story. If you observe, what are the characteristics of the Androclese and what are the characteristics of lion, we have to see, and it is written in our text, and we most of the time we have question based on it. And even you have the same question, qualities of Androclese, in your workshop, question 4.2. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, जर तुम्ही तुमचं वर्कशॉप व्यवस्थित पाहिलं पुढे, तर तुमचा प्रश्न 4 त्याच्यामधला दुसरा प्रश्न अँड्रोक्लीजच्या क्वालिटीज, अँड्रोक्लीजचे गुणविशेष तुम्हाला लिहायचे आहेत. त्यामुळेच त्या प्रश्नांचा उल्लेख आपण इथेच केलेला आहे. पण ते जे प्रश्न आहेत ते फक्त शब्दामध्ये किंवा वेबच्या स्वरूपात लिहिण्यापेक्षा आपल्याला वाक्यही तयार करता यायला हवीत, आणि ती वाक्य ऑलरेडी तुमच्या धड्यामध्ये आहेत. त्याचाही उपयोग कसा करायचा या संदर्भाने मी या दोघांच्या क्वालिटीज ज्या आहेत त्या इथे लिहिलेल्या आहेत. तुमचा 4.1 हा प्रश्नही इथे पूर्ण होतो. पहिल्या परिच्छेदामध्ये 4.2 म्हणजे अँड्रोक्लीजच्या क्वालिटीज हाही प्रश्न तयार होतो. शिवाय अँड्रोक्लीजचा मास्टर जे की महत्त्वाचं कॅरेक्टर आहे त्याच्याही आपल्याला स्वभावगुण, वैशिष्ट्यांवर लक्ष द्यायचं आहे. तेही तुम्हाला या पॅरेग्राफमध्ये भेटणार आहेत, ती शब्द, ती वाक्य. त्यामुळे आपण जाणून बुजून मी त्याचा एक वेब इथे तयार करून दिला. जर वेबच्या स्वरूपात प्रश्न आला तरी तुम्ही लिहू शकाल, आणि जर वाक्य तयार करायची असतील तर ती कशी असावीत ती पाठ्यपुस्तकातल्या स्टोरीमधूनच तुम्हाला मिळणार आहे. त्यामुळे त्या सगळ्याचा संदर्भ मी सुरुवातीलाच घेतलेला आहे. Now see students, we are going to start the story, and at the same time the counter questions or the in-text questions and the meaning of the important words as if they have given in the textbook. We are going to start the story now. Just listen carefully. Long ago there lived a kind, gentle and the courteous man called Androclese, but he had a very cruel master. In those days, kings, nobles and other wealthy men used poor people as their slaves. Androclese was a slave. The slaves were forced to work for their masters. They had to do what their masters told them. They had no freedom, no rights. Even when they were unhappy with their masters, they could not leave him. They were bound by law to obey their masters, however wicked he might be. In those days, if you observe, the conditions of the slaves were not so good, and the same questions they have asked in the square, how were the slaves treated at that time, and the same question is there in the workshop, conditions of the slaves in the ancient Rome. So here the story is from the ancient Rome, and the condition of the slaves were not so good. Androclese was a slave. He was kind, gentle and courteous. He was a good man with a good attitude and even a loving person. But at the same time, he had a cruel master. The name of the master is not written in the story, but that master is not only cruel but wicked, and it is written in the very last line of your first paragraph. And one more important thing about the slaves was that the slaves were bound by law. They forced to follow the law, and that law is to obey their master. They weren't supposed to disobey. They weren't supposed to unfollow the law, and that's why their masters treated them cruelly, wickedly. Now we will start with the second paragraph. Androclese did not like his master. his heartless, wicked master. His master starved his slaves and often whipped them. Androclese felt that even death was better than serving such a master. He kept looking out for a good opportunity, and the first chance he got, he escaped from the clutches of his cruel master. Now, although Androclese had thus run away, he was not a coward. He took shelter in the forest. He was not afraid of the wild beasts that roamed the forest. He did not mind that he had no roof over his head. He was happy that he was free as a bird to go whatever he wished. To go wherever he wished. Friends, if you observe, the Androclese did not like his heartless, wicked master, and at the same time, his master was starved his slaves. He didn't give food to eat, and even most of the time, he beat their slaves, and he treated his slaves so cruelly that Androclese felt even death was better than serving such a wicked master. Death is better, but he was looking for a chance to flee, means to run away from the clutches of the cruel master. And that's why one day he got the chance and he ran away in the forest. He took shelter in the forest. He was brave boy. He knew that he ran away in the forest. There were wild beasts. Here, beast means wild animals like lion, tiger. But he was brave and he didn't mind about, and he didn't have a fear of these beasts, because now he was happy as if he was a free bird, and he has his own wish, his will, and he has freedom to roam anywhere in the jungle. Now Androclese was independent, and that's why he was happy. But what happened one day, just see in our fourth paragraph, one day, as he was wandering in the forest, he suddenly came face to face with a lion. His first reaction was to turn and flee. Here, flee means to run away. But then he saw that the lion had not moved on seeing him. It neither growled and nor roared. In fact, it looked at him piteously as if it was in great pain. But what a wonder that lion was not moving, not growling, and not roaring, as if the human is in front of him. Androclese was in front of him, but the lion was in a pity. The sword or the lion's condition was not so good. The lion was in a bad condition, and that was observed by Androclese. That lion was in great pain. Here, students, you have to observe two questions were asked. Where did the Androclese seek shelter after his escape? Androclese seek a shelter after his escape in a forest, and at the same time, the important word flee means to run away, to escape. But after his fleeing, what happened? We'll see in our next video, as if it is the video of 10 minutes. Kindly subscribe the channel, press the bell icon, and stay tuned with us. Thanks a lot.